Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday and welcome back to the second in-depth candle review of the day. I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. If you missed it a little bit earlier this morning, I shared my review of Country Candle Here Comes Santa Claus. If you're at all interested in that fragrance and you want to hear my thoughts on it, check out the review in the description box right below this video here. If you are in the market for a really fresh, more outdoorsy type of holiday tree fragrance, that one might be right up your alley. So like I said, I'll have the review linked in the description box. But in this video, we're going to take a little journey through Kringle Reserve Vanilla and Oak, which admittedly, when I shared my first sniff impressions, I was a little bit disappointed in this one. And I gotta say, I'm not sure that my post-burn review is gonna be that much more enthusiastic, if you will. There is a fragrance note in this particular candle that I think is kind of taking over for me. And it's a fragrance note that I am still somewhat new to beginning to enjoy. We all have our favorites when it comes to, types of fragrances, fragrance notes, things like that. And when it comes to lavender, while there are certain Kringle fragrances that have lavender that I have really fallen in love with, I can tell you that this is the type of lavender that I still do not like. So let's dig in. Per usual, we will read through the scent description. We'll talk about the fragrance notes. I'll tell you what I actually detect in this fragrance myself. By the way, sorry about the dog burping in the background here. For some reason, Penny has decided to join me today. Alf is asleep on the couch and Penny she's just a very burpy dog. So enjoy that free pug ASMR down there. All right, the scent description here, we'll go through that, fragrance notes, strength, throw, overall burn quality, and we'll round it out here. All right, do not lick your paws right now, ma'am. Okay, vanilla oak, softly suede woods combine with sweet tonka bean and smooth lavender amid a base of powdery musk and golden amber. Okay, the top notes here are sandalwood and vanilla. The mid notes are wood and lavender, and the base is musk, tonka bean, and golden amber. So what do I smell? First of all, I feel like actually the first thing that I smell in this fragrance is the sandalwood. It's kind of a potent sandalwood note. A lot of times when Kringle uses sandalwood, I feel like it's a little bit more subtle. But in here, it's actually the very first note that hits my nose. The vanilla that's listed is, I gotta say the vanilla is kind of non-existent in here to me. I think what I'm actually smelling more so than the vanilla is the tonka bean. And tonka bean to my nose comes across as kind of a vanilla type of fragrance, but without a whole lot of sweetness to it and just a touch of almost earthiness, if you will. There's just a lot of depth to tonka bean. Sometimes I really like it, but sometimes I don't know that I'm really into it. And in this fragrance, I don't know that I'm really into it. And here's the thing, right after that sandalwood and that tonka bean, I get hit with a really strong, French lavender type of vibe. And I don't think that I like French lavender at all. It smells somewhat astringent to my nose. I don't know what the lavender is that they use in Christmas time in the city, but that lavender is beautiful. This lavender here, I don't find it relaxing. I kind of find it annoying and astringent. And when it combines with the tonka bean, I don't know that I like that combination together. I don't smell any other type of wood in this one. It's just the sandalwood that I'm getting. So I do detect a really nice like amber note in here, but it's overshadowed by the lavender and the sandalwood and the tonka bean. I will say there is a powdery musk note that is quite noticeable in here. I think it probably makes sense with the fragrance, but I don't know. This one doesn't really speak to me a whole lot. I do think that I like it a little bit more lit versus cold sniff, but that's not really saying a whole lot. I wish that I would have really enjoyed this fragrance. I was kind of excited about it when I kind of, you know, first heard some rumblings about what the new releases were going to be for the Reserve line. But this is just not what I was expecting. I don't even know what I was expecting, but I just was hoping for something slightly sweet. There's no sweetness here. I wish there was a really nice vanilla bean that was more prevalent than the tonka is in here, but I don't know. To my nose, this comes across as a little bit masculine. Definitely has a musky, powdery type of vibe, a heavy dose of sandalwood, a heavy dose of tonka, and the lavender. So if that is something that you think you will actually enjoy, then I would say this might be a good investment for you. In terms of the strength and the throw, this one is a little bit below the average that I normally experience from the Kringle Reserve fragrances. So usually I'm somewhere between a 7 and an 8 in terms of strength and throw, but I would put the strength and throw of this one at a little bit more of like, it started out at more of like a 7 and has waned down to about a 6. So strength and throw are average, I guess you could say, but not where I think they should be for especially the Reserve line. I don't know if that is intentional with this specific fragrance, but that's what it's giving me. So so far we know that I don't really love the fragrance profile. The strength and throw is a little lighter than I would prefer. And here is where we get into the overall burn issue. Penny, do you have asthma? What is happening down here? Your snores are so loud. So the burn, you guys. So I started out with 2 wicks on this one. There are still very much 2 wicks in this candle, but I have to show you an overhead shot of what's happening. Listen, it's still completely pulling out. By the time that I let this go for about 3-4 hours, which is my usual burn time, I get a nice solid inch of wax. So this isn't having an impact on the candle being able to pull out or anything like that. And I don't think this is what's affecting the strength and the throw, but my 2 wicks combined to 1. So I'll show you here. Let's take a look. By the way, this is where all that breathing is coming from. Sorry, she's fine. It's just how she breathes. Oh gosh, are you gonna be able to see it? Oh no, I don't think it's really gonna come off on camera for some reason. Hold on, let me see if I focus on it. No, but you guys, the 2 wicks, I don't know if they were just placed too close together, but it does completely pull out. They're almost like kind of intertwining with each other. So you can see that. I lit this literally right before filming this video. Oh, hi, I'm in the mirror. I lit this right before starting to film this video, so it hasn't pulled out completely. But yeah, I have never ever had that happen with a Kringle candle. I feel like their machines do a really good job of placing the wicks in the jars normally, but in the case of this one, they must have been placed right next to each other. And I wouldn't be surprised if when I get to the bottom of this one, if I see that maybe even the wick clips are overlapping each other in a way. They are so close together. But despite that, I am still getting a solid 1-inch wax pool, which makes me think could these Kringle jars just be fine with one wick? I don't know. Because right now, that's about all I have here, and it's doing quite well. I don't know, maybe Kringle candle can save the other wick. But yeah, I think this was some kind of a mispour here. So all that being said, it's still doing well enough for me to be able to smell it. Obviously, the strength and throw is a little bit lighter. This candle was sent to me as PR, so I'm not gonna, you know, complain about it or anything. But that being said, I probably would be annoyed if my wicks were doing this and if it wasn't pulling out as a result. But like I said, it seems to still be working fine. It's just that I'm not really a huge fan of this fragrance. I'm actually kind of curious to put this one into a candle crock as well, just to see if maybe it changes a little bit. Sometimes that can happen, but also at the same time, I do think I have other people in my life who might enjoy this one a little bit more than I do. So I might go ahead and put this candle into the gift pile for my friends to look through. I have a feeling one of our neighbors will probably grab this one and walk off with it. So anyway, if you picked up the vanilla and oak, please leave your thoughts regarding this fragrance in the comments down below. If you're interested in picking this one up, like I said, I'll have it linked in the description box. But I'm really curious to see what other people think about this one. I haven't seen any reviews show up on the Kringle website yet, so if you bought it, let me know. Also, let me know what the strength and throw has been of yours as well. I really appreciate you guys being here. There will be one more Kringle Reserve review going up a little bit later on this evening. So if you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right below the video here. And that way you'll be notified of all of my new uploads as soon as they go live here on my channel. All right. Appreciate you guys being here. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.